Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another Arknights Endfield reaction. Today we have Laevatain's EP Blurring. I'm going to be listening to the full song in this one, not the trailer version, because it's like a whole minute and a half shorter. So I'm going to be listening to the song itself on its own. And this one was requested by RareBearVT in the comments of the last video. And I also popped over to his channel to see if he was telling the truth about it being lifted when he did his own video on it. And he is doubling down on that. And I also told him that if he's lying to me, I will find him.
If not fine, you blame me. No, not like this.
But jokes aside, he was a really fun watch. I sat there for like a good half hour when I was setting all this stuff up, and I'm just like, you know what? I think it's worth just kind of shilling his channel. So go follow RareBear. He seems like a really chill dude. Obviously, he's playing Endfield right now, so if you're interested in that and want somebody new to watch play it, go do that, you know? But like I said, today we're gonna be listening to this song, so without further ado, let's go!
Speeding through the red lights.
Ooh.
Always love the thrill. Got a tight grip, hair blowing in the wind, hands on the wheel.
Oh man. I mean, you never know what genre you're going to be starting with when you jump into reactions like this.
I think I left a piece of me, some memories.
But this feels really up my alley. The real question is, where's the song going to evolve to? That's always the question. I'm adoring the vocal processing here. Like a funky bass line going on. And then like kind of crunchy snare sample in there too. Just, it's got just a good crunch to it. It's crusty. I love that pattern. It's a classic. Ooh, okay. I wonder if they're gonna do a bridge.
200 hearts, set fire sparks, till everything turned cold and fell apart.
God, they're really leaning into that effects work on the vocals. It's adding to the atmosphere of the song a lot. Oh, here's a bridge. Or is this just a pre-chorus? Nope, pre-chorus. Okay. I mean, it's such a vibey song. Vocal layering on the blurring part too. An F1 sound effect in there at the end. Okay, so this is one of those songs where you might hear it and go, man, that doesn't really sound too like original or have anything going on. And you'd kind of be right. I mean, this is a basic like funk pop song utilizing some of that like 80s vibe in there as well, just going for that aesthetic. But man, is it not enjoyable to listen to? It's like, that's what music should really be. It's either something that is super complex and very artistic, because that's the point of it, or it's something that serves its purpose and is kind of just a general bop. This falls underneath that category. I don't think that there's anything in this song that is like super deep in the music theory. It doesn't need to be. It's not supposed to be. And despite me always talking about how cool certain original aspects of a song are, I still love it when songs don't try too hard to be something they don't need to be in the time. This song fits with this character. I did actually watch the EP, the trailer itself, just to see what was going on, the vibe of the character. Totally fits. You know, the vibes are right there. The character lines up. And musically, there's a lot going on here too. But specifically, I love that bass line. It's nothing too complex again. It's pretty simple, but basically it's keeping together a relationship of perfect fourths in between the sections that it actually plays, and I'll explain why. Basically, this bass line is A, D, G, B, E. There's a little bit of variety in there, but not too much. Again, I'll show you here, but basically it's these notes. And then it goes back up to that G before looping back, and that's how the bass line goes. So you get that. It goes back again. Again, that's not exactly what was going on there. It's literally just a bop, 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 bop. And you just do that on basically each note except for that last section where it moves from the B and then back up to be able to loop back around. It's nothing too complex. It's pretty simple. But between here, we have the A and the D, right? That's a perfect fourth. You can probably tell it sounds perfect. And then in here, we have the E and the A. Another perfect fourth. So these are the highest and lowest notes with that A in the middle as the starting point of the whole bass line. And the reason that this is cool is because it keeps everything kind of mathematically accurate, and the entire piece kind of flows around this bass line, and it feels so good because it is simple and it is extremely clean. There's nothing really weird in this relationship at all. I mean, like, you could maybe look at maybe like this relationship is like the weirdest one, but even that is a major third. So it's not like it's a bad piece. And this entire thing, if you just kind of play all three of these, the lowest, highest, and middle, you get this like E chord in here. It's maybe not the cleanest E, but that's also because it's in the lower octave. If I were to raise this up, you can hear how more clean that is. You can also utilize the middle notes in this to get the G, B, and E. That's a G. The whole chord. So like there is a like harmonic relationship here. Of course it has to be, right? It's music, unless it's some weird art piece like I mentioned earlier where the point is to not follow music theory. This sort of thing is why this song feels so good and it works. It's nothing too complex, and again, you don't have to try all that hard. But what they really did in this song, aside from just kind of keeping that bass line together, which is just a really rock solid bass line, the sound of the bass was great and everything around it was great. The rhythm section, all the drum stuff was just supporting it, you know, as it should. The rhythm section sticks together. But where the song really held its own as far as the originality goes was the processing, the vocals and everything. The layering in here was super creative and fun. I mean, again, it wasn't anything that would win awards, but it was doing stuff that's fun and creative still, like utilizing certain filters, the kind of like phaser effect that some of the voice had on it, and just the multiple layerings of certain parts like the echoed vocals in the chorus. Those are all things that having double lines of vocals on adds to the overall scope of the song and makes it feel a little bit more present and very poppy. Something that they've done in music ever since pop was born has been doubling up vocals to add a little bit more beef to the mix. If you're a producer ever wondering, why do my vocals seem so thin compared to the greats out there in like every single major pop band, double your vocal tracks. Record twice, 3 times, 4 times even, and just record the exact same notes. Layer those together, just kind of adjust the panning as it feels necessary, you know, leave that up to you. There are probably plenty of videos about it, but do that and you will get this thickness to your mix. I recommend just kind of panning one a little bit farther to the left, one a little bit farther to the right, just for a starter place. So you get this like stereo spot that sits your ears right in the middle of the vocalist, and you can hear them them on both sides. They were doing that in this song. Obviously, there was more filtering going on and a little bit of correction. Again, just play around with stuff, you know, have fun. The reason that pop ends up working so well most times is because the people producing it are doing stuff that is just kind of simple but fun. It's basic enough that the average listener can hear it and go, whoa, that sounds kind of neat, but they won't get lost because they're doing something that like requires you to push up your glasses and get all fucking like, actually the fucking music theory, you know, like you don't have to get that deep. Like I said earlier, it doesn't have to be an art piece. It can just be a song as long as it fits the vibe, it fits the energy of the overall message, which I also like that this song lyrically didn't have too much that was like locked onto specifically this character. You could play this on the radio and nobody would know. You could argue, well, those are generic lyrics and they don't sound good, but again, it fits the vibe of what they're going for here. It's a character that doesn't necessarily have all of their boxes checked. They don't have their entire character story out and available yet, so a little bit of that mystery, a little bit of the character kind of like withholding some of that information is a necessary thing. So I like that they didn't just spell everything out and immediately be like, oh yeah, here's like name drop 1, name drop 2, and like make it basically fall into this universe on its own with no other variety to the track itself. And as a result, making the song fall into a utilitarian perspective where like now it can't be used in any other context, where you have a song like this that's a little bit more vague on its messaging and overall vibe, but it's still a bop, it's still a vibe, and you can just use it kind of for whatever and whenever you need to. It's more flexible as a song. So that's the glory of doing something that's a little bit more simple and is poppy. It allows you to play with the song a little bit more, mess around with some theory stuff, but like make it subtle, add some effects, add some trial and error things that might not work in other songs, but you've always kind of wanted to try out as a producer. But never let anybody tell you that these sorts of songs aren't fun, because I'm sure all of you were vibing alongside me when you first heard this song. And if this is your first time hearing the song, go listen to it on its own. By all means, I talk over the song. I'm sure that my voice ducked out the song at certain spots that I could hear stuff on my side, but for you, again, it's ducked. You're not going to hear everything. So by every means, go listen to the song on its own if you haven't, because there's plenty of stuff in here, especially if you're interested in production. There are little things going on in this mix that are very well done. The overall production of this one is as high a grade as I expect out of any other Arknights song. So this is a very good start for this game. Like, I've already heard a few other songs from it. One of them won't be out till like next month, but point aside, it's just really good music. And it seems that in Endfield, the Arknights team has not abandoned their good music, we need to make good shit, put out some solid vibes, because they are bringing a game immediately. And I know that there's going to be more in the game music, not just the EP stuff. But I think I will digress there because I've been yapping for a hot minute. So thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want me to get to anything else from Arknights or Arknights Endfield, doesn't really matter which game at this point, say whichever, whatever song you want. If there's a boss theme in Endfield you want me to get to, let me cover it. If there's a song from the OG Arknights I haven't heard yet, let me cover it. Just let me know what you want to hear next and I'll do so. But if you don't want to do any of that, maybe just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!